Hi, I'm Jade Harrell with STL TV. St. Louis radiates with extraordinary women of leadership, service, and of impact. And it's time to give them their flowers. Here to help me celebrate and talk about 10 extraordinary women who need to be awarded for their volunteerism, their commitment, their service, is Cassie Strom with Women of Achievement, Vice President even with Women of Achievement. I am excited to hear that you've collected a list, that you've watched the work that was being done and want to celebrate women who are committed to community. Tell me more.
Well, St. Louis has such a great community of givers, and the women, for me, that's a special thing. And the women we have here are just amazing, and they don't just volunteer, they lead, they encourage, they bring people in, they raise money, they find the issues that not everyone thinks about addressing. And that's what's so exciting about the Women of Achievement, because it's not just that we recognize women, it's we're recognizing these women who, solely for their volunteer service and their volunteer leadership, but they come from the greater St. Louis area, Illinois, Missouri. They are in such a variety of activities that when I read all the applications, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fascinating. Who would have thought of that? But they're incredible, outstanding women, and what they add to the community is really not measurable.
So help us understand more about Women of Achievement and how you created a space for women like this to thrive.
Well, Women of Achievement is the longest in existence organization that honors women for their volunteer service and leadership. So they've been around since 1955. And I'm a 2021 honoree, and I didn't know anything about Women of Achievement until a friend of mine said he was nominating me.
Wow.
And when I looked into it, I thought, oh my gosh, how did I not know this organization existed? Because it's been around forever. These women, there's at least 200 to 300 still around that are working and contributing to our communities and moving into all variety of organizations and nonprofits. And our community is so much better. St. Louis is so much better for their impact.
What were you doing when you were nominated?
I was nominated for veteran advocacy. I'm retired military. I had 31 years, and so I think I was the first veteran that they had brought in, because it's sort of an odd, like I said, it's diverse categories. Air Force and Air National Guard. So I was a Missouri Guardsman for 20 plus years in active duty Air Force for another 10.
Now, Cassie, my mom was Air Force, and I grew up around Air Force.
Great career. I hate to plug it, but great career for women.
Would you say that to this day?
I would. To this day, you really, what you get to do and see is amazing.
Sure. Well, what stemmed from that was your service and volunteerism with veteran resources.
Correct.
Okay, I love that. So then when you discovered Women of Achievement and the fact that they do recognize, how long have they been recognizing?
1955.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're almost 70 years.
Get out of here, almost as old as me. But,
me, at least.
Right. What are the things they look for? How do they find women like you and the ones that we're honoring this go round?
So they open up nominations, and so we have advertisements on the news, in the newspapers, PBS, word of mouth of Women of Achievement, because now we have such a large group of women that can help support each other and recognize what other women do. And so people nominate, it closes out at the end of the year. God bless you. God bless you.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
No, you're okay. I have allergies too.
I'm new to them, and so it's been really a pain.
And so they close out. We have a number of nominations. We review them. We put the packages together. We have an initial committee, the initial selection committee, that narrows it down to 25, and that is all Women of Achievement. And then we have a second committee, the final selection committee, which are people within our community, along with some Women of Achievement, that look at the 25 and narrow it down to 10.
Wow.
So we have a mix from the community as well in making the selections, but it's so exciting to read what these women are doing.
Wow. Well, it's pretty neat to know that former awardees or nominees are part of the selection process. They know what it is to serve. They know what's behind those passions and missions, and then could pay it forward by showing honor and tribute to some of the others.
Because they're out in the community, they're still doing things, they're still running into other amazing women, and so that it's, you know, it is wonderful.
Yeah. Well, hooray for our region to have so many to choose from.
It is.
I mean, you're narrowing down what would be considered a golden list of folks that are on the ground doing the work. Tell me some of the different areas where service is happening.
So education, like one of our honorees is working with the Miriam School and the Miriam School Foundation. Arts, we have a person from the Craft Alliance, Prison Performing Arts. Social justice, one of our women runs this Payback, which works with first-time offender youth that are first-time offenders to make sure they don't get back into the system, and philanthropy, you know, helping other women. We have
an interesting
mentorship
category too. So philanthropy as service.
You know, I am not a good person that raises money. I'm very passionate about causes, but you need those people. And, you know, they're the ones that can really talk about what the community is doing or what the needs are or what the organization is doing, and convince people to help out and keep things going.
Nice.
We have youth and family, human services. We have a woman that's creating a community for disability with housing and support from people with disabilities and people without disabilities living in a community to support each other.
That's beautiful, and that will be happening right here in St. Louis.
Yes, it will.
What a powerful list. Any area that surprised you or inspired you with its unique approach or mission?
You know, really, they all impress me. You know, some of them I'm familiar with. A lot of the veterans organizations, I'm familiar with some of the, like the continuum of care type organizations, just because those are areas I work, where you're looking at, you know, their health, housing, food, you know, people that are having issues just making it regularly. But like the Prison Performing Arts was fascinating. You know, we have people working with kids with the Matthew Dickey Boys and Girls Club. You know, I mean, there are just so many, to be honest. And the mentorship of the women, you know, that started out giving professional clothing to women, and then changed into being a support group for women to give them professional career advice, work on their wellness and their health and stability and those sorts of things.
That's terrific. And as now you're the Vice President of Women of Achievement, what are you planning for the nominees this year and those that are there to celebrate?
What we have is a luncheon on May 14th, and it includes a 30-minute video where the women talk about what they do, and it's very powerful. So we really encourage people to attend. Doors open at 11:15. It's at the Ritz-Carlton, and lunch will start around 11:30. But you get to meet the women, you get to hear about what they do, and you get to honor them.
Right. Well, in addition to honoring them, what a way to get inspired.
It is.
I can't imagine leaving that room not being ready to join in, link forces, put some energies toward something greater than our very own needs and circumstances.
It's nice to get outside ourselves and look at the world and all.
Indeed. How can the community help?
Well, the community can help by recognizing the women that they come across and submitting nominations. You know, our website is WOASTL, Women of Achievement St. Louis, .org, and all the information they need to nominate somebody is on our website. They can attend the luncheon.
Great.
You know, coming in and seeing the women and honoring them is another great way to support them.
Absolutely. Who couldn't use a little encouragement and within the work that you're doing? Well, you've got extraordinary St. Louis area women, whittled it down to 10, I don't know how, but I'm seeing Phyllis Weber, Phyllis Marcus, Melinda Ligon, Billy Crammy,
Crammy.
Yes. Melissa A. Jekyll, Allie Hogan, Eleanor Higgins, Linda Estelle, Kimberly Beck, and Miss Dana Adams, to name a few.
And if I have about 2 minutes, can I?
Well, you probably have about 10 seconds, but
all right. Well,
jump on in.
I mean, look at the categories that are up there and what they do, and come and find out more about these women. And keep an eye out as you go through the year and be ready to nominate women, because we all know them.
Yeah. Thank you, Cassie, for spending this time and making us aware of not only your event, but of these extraordinary women. You can find out more and register for the luncheon, the 2024 Women of Achievement Award Luncheon, Tuesday, May 14th at 11:15 a.m. Doors will open at the Ritz-Carlton, St. Louis. Visit woastl.org/register to grab your seat. And to learn more about our guests and more information about the show, you know where to find us at stltv.net or on all of our socials. And until next time, while it may be over, you can always stay connected with us. I'm Jade Harrell for STL TV. Now go out and experience St. Louis.